Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day to the Isaac Wolowik channel, where wonderful and powerful people like yourself join weekly to become greater and to continue to grow in their spiritual life. Some of you men I heard yelling the last few weeks, OMG, you don't know my wife. My wife knows one thing: complain, complain, complain. But if I would sit down and even have everything you told me to do, well, how would you want me to respond? And she would say, I don't know. And it's a dead end. I'll tell you something. You don't know my wife? Well, I do, because I dealt with a lot of wives and husbands, just like what you're going to describe now. So I do. But for the other listeners, I'm going to repeat what you want to tell me. You don't know my wife. I'm telling you, it's almost she wants to live in misery. She'll always tell you what not to do, but whenever you ask her for anything to do, I don't know, you figure it out. Why are you asking me? Were you stupid or something? She's going to deflect on me. She's going to call me the stupid one for not knowing what she wants and she thinks and she wants. Because I always see, I'm married for 13 years, the only thing she wants to do is bitch and complain. She's just a miserable person. No matter what I do, I buy her gifts, I take her out, we went on vacations, I sometimes stand on my hands, clap with my legs. Nothing works. So I'm sorry. All this doesn't work for me. I want to give you a hug. I believe you. I've seen those people on the woman aisle and on the male aisle. We're both human. And we're both unhealthy many times. But one thing, no, don't run away yet. Don't run away. Let me finish this for 1 minute and then I'll tell you what is the option. Deflection is still not an option. Why? Because you know yourself it doesn't work. So you want to live an illusion of something working, or you want something to work? So what else could I do? You tell me that I shouldn't deflect, but talking to her doesn't work either, because she just enjoys a miserable life. Yeah, there are a lot of people like that. I believe you. I'm with you. Well, I'm even going to give you a hug, okay? Deflection is still not an option. What do? What you do is, in many cases, what you need to do is you reach out to a professional and explain your specific situation and ask the person how to go about it. Sometimes, even with individual that's hard to get through, there's sometimes an individual trick. I'm not going to record it here because or else we'll have 200 videos because there's so many different personalities. This is something for you to dial in and to WhatsApp for an appointment right over here or anywhere else where you feel comfortable. And depending on your situation, that's where it's going to work. Now, so for example, if you know for a fact that your wife is a narcissist, then you're pretty much in trouble based on all the research I did about narcissists, because they're really unhealthy. They're not bad people. No, they're not bad people. They're just very, very hurt people. And hurt people do things to hurt themselves. Forget about others. They do things to hurt themselves, even if they might have to get divorced one day. But it's very, very difficult, and that's a separate talk for itself. So for the majority of you, your wives are greater than you think you are. And if you're going to be respectful and you're going to ask her what you said hurt her, and then you're going to ask her what you should do instead of saying that, and you ask questions in a respectful way, they might say, I don't know. They actually might even have an answer. And then you follow along with conversation, but it's all about asking questions and respect. It's all about asking questions and respect. It's all about asking questions and respect. Yeah, I do know I repeated 3 times because we're not used to asking questions and respect. We're all about, that wasn't nice, take out a rifle and shoot. Well, you just shot your own wife. Ooh, I never realized that. That's what deflection does. It's like someone bothers you, even though they hurt you, even though they help you so many times, you take out a gun and shoot them. Well, you just hurt yourself because you don't have a spouse now. Well, that's what deflection actually does. You actually shoot your spouse emotionally, and then a part of them died. And every time you deflect with your spouse, another part of them dies. It's like a whole bunch of cells, spiritual cells within them that die. Deflection is not an option. It 100% never ever works. You don't dry a table by pouring water on it. It just came to me. Never thought about this saying. You don't dry a table by pouring water on it. You don't make a marriage better by deflecting. And in your situation, where your wife might be a narcissist or might be having other conditions, that she'll just turn the tables around you and call you names and deflect and tell you something you have to figure out, and you should know better, and you should be understanding, and you should figure out, and she's going to tell you that she's not your babysitter and she's not your mother, which is very loving. Kidding around. It's so deflective and abusive in that situation. You still don't deflect and fight back because you're just hurting yourself. Unless you want to hurt yourself in a marriage, continue fighting. Continue fighting. If you want to have a better life, reach out to someone else. Not in all cases, but in most cases, you'll be shocked and surprised that you could get help in so many situations where, because we started this episode with women, the next example will be with the man, so we can balance things out. Where I've explained to men that were fighting literally for years, some of them for decades, and I explained to them even without talking to their wives. I actually explained to them, based on everything they told me what their wives are going through, instead of being upset and angry at their wives, they actually had full of mercy, full of compassion. It's almost they couldn't even believe what they were hearing. Not that things became magic, but at least they saw their wives not as a bad person or a lazy person or someone that doesn't care, but a person that had or has lots of pain from their childhood. We won't even get to those wives of yours that were molested or deeply emotionally abused, because then it's a painful situation. Thanks so much for listening to the first example within episode 1. And next week we will start an example of what to do when your husband is not so nice. And this time next week I'll be talking to the wives of what they usually do with deflection and what to do instead. But till then, always do remember that you are way greater than you think you are. Because you are.